They promised to stay friends. That was the rule. That was the line they swore they would never cross again. After all the rumors, the headlines, the whispers, they decided that friendship was safer, simpler, cleaner. But deep down, both of them knew that promises like that rarely survive the heart. It had been months since Dylan and Shen Yue last worked together. Different schedules, different worlds. Still, every so often, their names found each other in trending lists, like magnets refusing to let go. Fans still remembered their laughter, their inside jokes, their quiet moments caught off camera. But to the world, they were just friends. Two people who had outgrown the chaos and chosen peace instead. Then came his post. No warning. No caption. Just a photo. It was late at night when it appeared, a dimly lit image of a city street after rain. A single umbrella resting on a bench. And beneath it, a familiar line of text written in the corner of the frame. Some friendships are just unfinished stories. Within minutes, the internet exploded. Because everyone recognized that bench. It was from the park where they'd filmed their final scene together years ago. The scene where their characters said goodbye but never actually did. The same umbrella. The same lighting. The same memory. Fans didn't need confirmation. They knew exactly who the post was about. Shen Yue saw it too. She was scrolling through her feed in the quiet of her living room when it appeared. His name, his photo, that caption. Her heart skipped a beat before she even realized why. She stared at it for a long time. It had been months since they'd spoken properly. A few polite texts. A casual, happy birthday. Nothing more. And yet, one picture, one sentence, had undone all the distance she'd built around herself. Her phone began buzzing with messages. Friends sending screenshots. Fans tagging her in comments. But she didn't reply to any of them. Instead, she opened their old chat. The last message between them was still there, weeks old. Let's stay friends. It's better that way. She remembered typing it. She remembered how hard it was to hit send. And how much it hurt when he replied simply, "Okay. I promise." Promises, she thought, are fragile things. They sound strong when spoken, but they break so quietly that sometimes you don't even hear the sound. She looked back at the post. The comments were endless. Is this about Shen Yue? Tell us the truth, Dylan. They still love each other. You can see it. But he said nothing. No reply. Just silence. The next morning, reporters asked him about it during a promotional interview. They showed him the post, the caption, the speculation. He smiled faintly, but his eyes told a different story. It's just a memory, he said. But even the interviewer noticed the way his voice softened when he said the word memory. Later that night, Shen Yue posted something too. A short clip from behind the scenes of their old drama, the one where they first met. It showed them laughing between takes, teasing each other, the way they always used to. No caption. Just a single emoji, cloud with rain. Fans lost their minds. 2 posts. 1 storm. No explanations. It was as if they were speaking to each other through pixels and timing. Quietly, carefully, like only 2 people who still care know how to do. But behind the screens, things weren't as poetic. Shen Yue hadn't planned to post anything. She had spent the whole day trying not to think about his photo. Trying to convince herself that it didn't mean anything. But she couldn't shake the feeling that it did. Because she remembered that day on set, the same bench, the same umbrella. It had been raining for real, not staged. The director almost postponed the shoot, but Dylan had insisted they continue. You never know when a moment like this will come again, he'd said. And now, years later, he'd proven himself right. That moment had found its way back. Days passed. Neither of them said a word publicly. But every move was watched, every silence analyzed. When Dylan was spotted arriving at the airport with that same umbrella, yes, the exact same one from the photo, fans were certain. He was flying to Shanghai. And she was there too. The speculation burned through social media like wildfire. People waited, refreshing their feeds, hoping for another clue. And then one appeared. A blurry picture from a fan's phone. Two figures at a quiet cafe near the Bund. No faces visible. Just silhouettes, side by side, one leaning slightly toward the other. Within hours, the image went viral. Everyone claimed it was them. The timing, the clothing, the way their shadows curved toward each other, it all fit. No one confirmed it. But they didn't deny it either. That night she couldn't sleep. The rain had started again, softly tapping against her window. She opened her phone. His post was still there, untouched. And for the first time she typed a message. Her hands trembled as she wrote, "You still remember that day?" He replied minutes later. Every second of it. She smiled through the ache. "You broke the promise." Another pause. Then his reply came. "Maybe some promises are meant to be broken." She didn't respond right away. She read the words over and over, feeling them settle somewhere deep inside her, where all their unfinished conversations lived. He sent another message. "I didn't post it for the fans. I posted it for you." Her breath caught. There it was, the truth behind the silence. All those months of pretending, of playing it safe, of calling it friendship. Gone with a single line. She typed slowly. "Why now?" He wrote, "Because I realized staying friends means pretending I don't care. And I can't do that anymore." Her eyes stung. She leaned back against the window, listening to the rain. Sometimes, love doesn't vanish. It just waits, quietly, patiently, until one of you is brave enough to stop lying. The next morning, the internet woke up to something new. His post was still there, but now it had a comment beneath it. Just one. From her account. "Some stories don't end, Dylan. They just take a pause." The comment had barely been up for 5 minutes before the world noticed. Screenshots flooded every platform. Fans screamed, cried, celebrated, speculated. But beyond the noise, the meaning was clear. She had answered him. Not with a photo, not with an emoji, but with something honest. Reporters reached out to their teams. Neither side gave statements. But the silence between them felt louder than words. Later that week, during a press event, someone asked her about the comment. She smiled gently and said, "Friendship is complicated. Sometimes it holds more than it says." And that was all she gave. But it was enough. Because everyone saw the glimmer in her eyes. That quiet, fragile warmth that only appears when a promise is breaking in the best possible way. In the weeks that followed, they were seen together again. Promotional events. Industry gatherings. Not close enough to confirm anything, but not distant enough to